Okay, 7th graders, today we're talking about converting measures between systems. And our essential question is, can you compare lengths between the customary and metric systems? Our first question is, what is the U.S. customary system? And it is the system of measurement that contains units for length, capacity, and weight. Our second question is, what is the metric system? And it's a decimal system of measurement that contains units for length, capacity, and weight. And so we have to be able to convert between these two systems. And to do that, in the length category, we need to know that 1 inch is about 2.54 centimeters, or that 1 mile is about 1.6 kilometers. These are the U.S. measurements. These are the metric system measurements. For capacity, we need to know that 1 quart is about 0.95 liters. And for our weight and mass measurement, we need to know that 1 pound is about 0.45 kilograms. And you'll be given those conversions on tests and quizzes, so we don't have to memorize them, but we do have to be able to use them. So let's take a look at converting 5 liters to quarts. So if we're going to use a ratio and we're starting with 5 liters, we know that 1 quart is 0.95 liters. So we multiply by 1 quart over 0.95 liters. And to do this, I have to say, okay, well, liters divided by liters are going to cancel out. So if I do 5 times 1 on my calculator, and then divided by 0.95, I get 5.26 quarts. So I can use a ratio, I can multiply, or I can use a proportion. And to use a proportion, I would start with my conversion. So I know that 1 quart equals 0.95 liters. And I want to know how much 5 liters, how many quarts 5 liters is. So here I just do 1 times 5 divided by 0.95, and that gives me 5.26 quarts. I'm going to go ahead and use the proportion method for solving each of these. So I want to know miles to kilometers. Well, I look back up here and I see that 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. So now I need to say, okay, where does 7 miles go? Miles has to go with miles. So now I do 7 times 1.6 divided by 1, and I get 11.2. $12 quarts to liters. Okay, I know that 1 quart is 0.95 liters. So where does my 12 quarts go? Quarts have to go with quarts. I do 12 times 0.95 divided by 1, and I get 11.4 liters. Kilograms to pounds. I know that 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms. So where's the 25 kilograms going to go? Kilograms have to go with kilograms. So I do 25 times 1 divided by 0.45, and I get 55.5 repeating pounds. And the last one, centimeters to inches. Well, I know that 1 inch is 2.54 centimeters. If I have 8 centimeters, it has to go on the bottom with my other centimeters. So 8 times 1 divided by 2.54 gives me 3.1 inches. Okay, turn your paper over. Now we're going to complete the statement using less than or greater than. So we have to tell if 25 ounces is less than or greater than 2 kilograms. To do this one, we have to know that there are 16 ounces in 1 pound. So you may want to jot that down. So here, all we have to do is change one of these. I either need to change 25 ounces to kilograms or 2 kilograms to ounces. So I'm going to choose to change 2 kilograms to ounces. Now to do that, I have to remember that 1 pound is 0.45 kilograms. So if I want to know 2 kilograms, I do 2 times 1 divided by 0.45, and I get 4.44 pounds. And then I'm going to change 25 ounces to pounds also. Since I already changed this to pounds, I'm going to change this to pounds. So 1 pound is 16 ounces. And I want to know for 25 ounces. So 25 times 1 divided by 16 gives me 1.6 pounds. And then it's easy to see that 4.4 pounds is greater than 1.6 pounds. On the second one, I need to change either centimeters, my 7 centimeters, or my 3 inches. So on this one, I'm going to say, okay, 1 inch is about 2.54 centimeters. And I have 7 centimeters. So 7 times 1 divided by 2.54 is 2.76. So 3 is greater than 2.76 inches. on the next one, I have 8 cups and 2 liters. On this one, we have to know our land of gallon. So you may want to write this down. In the land of gallon, there are 4 queens. And each queen has a prince and a princess. And each prince and princess has 2 cups, cats, which represent cups. So there are 4 quarts in a gallon, 8 pints in a gallon, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 cups in a gallon. Okay, so we're gonna have to use this eventually. Let's do our conversion from liters to quarts. So we know that 1 quart is 0.95 liters. And I know that I have 2 liters. So 2 times 1 divided by 0.95 gives me 2.1 quarts. And if I have 8 cups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cups, I have 2 quarts. So 2 liters is greater. And on the last one, 3 ounces to 70 grams. I'm going to have to use the fact that 1 pound is about 0.45 kilograms. And I'm going to have to change this grams to kilograms. So if we have 70 grams and there's 100 kilograms in a gram. No, there's more than that. There's 1,000 kilograms in a gram. So I have to move my decimal 3 places. To show that I have kilograms here. So I want to know 0.070 kilograms. So I can do 1 pound times 7/100ths of a kilogram divided by 0.45 kilograms, and I get 0.16 pounds. And again, I need to use the fact that 16 ounces is 1 pound, so that I can figure out 3 ounces. 3 times 1 divided by 16 gives me 0.19 pounds. So 3 ounces is greater than 70 grams. Okay, let's take a look at some word problems. Which of the 2 remote controlled planes is faster? The monoplane goes 50 miles per hour and the biplane goes 70 kilometers per hour. So here I have to tell, is 50 miles faster than 70 kilometers? So I'm going to change either 50 miles or 70 kilometers. So I'm going to use my conversion. 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. And I'm going to go ahead and use 50 miles. So I put my miles and my miles together on the top of the fraction. So 50 times 1.6 divided by 1 gives me 80 kilometers per hour. So the monoplane is faster. The speed of a remote controlled car is 0.2 kilometers per minute. Order the speeds of the car and the two planes from least to greatest. So here we're going 0.2 kilometers per minute. So in 1 hour, we need to figure out how fast we're going. Well, there are 60 minutes in an hour. So 0.2 times 60 would give us how fast the remote control car is going in an hour. And it's going 12 miles per hour. 12 kilometers per hour, sorry, since it's already in kilometers. So, least to greatest is the car, and then the biplane at 70, and then the monoplane at 80. Alright, we're going to do a couple of practice problems. I'm going to do numbers 1 and 4 for you, and you're going to do the other 5 for your homework assignment. 10 miles is about how many kilometers? So we know that we have to use the conversion of 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. And I'm going to fill in my 10 miles. So 10 times 1.6 is 16 kilometers. And then on number 4, I have to use less than or greater than symbol. So here I know that 1 inch is about 2.54 centimeters. And I can fill in my 11 inches. So 11 times 2.54 divided by 1 gives me 27.94 centimeters, and 27 is bigger than 22. So that one is greater than. Okay, try the other 3 here and 2 here for homework, and have a great night.